Hello to all Cinemaster lovers. Hope you enjoy watching. Let's get started. The movie begins at the Blue Clover National Bank, where a child standing in front of a gum machine. At that moment, two thieves, Hero and Psycho Chico, enter, causing chaos in the place and raising their weapons at everyone present, telling them to stay in their places. Then, Hero steps forward and demands money from the employee, who immediately complies. While all this is happening, the little boy doesn't seem scared of them. He stands in front of the machine defiantly and even offers Psycho some gum, but Psycho points his gun at the boy. Samurai City, which is ruled by a corrupt governor. The city is a blend of modern times and ancient Japanese culture, making it unique but full of oppression and injustice. Afterward, girls dressed in traditional Japanese attire, samurai and cowboys, each living their day as usual. Later, the governor gathered a group of orphaned girls, keeping them around to serve him. Susie, who is trying to talk to people passing by in secret, but one of the governor's loyal guards, named Soshiro, is watching them closely. After Soshiro enters one of the military houses, Susie travels to warn her friend. At that moment, Bernice, one of the orphaned girls, arrives with her friends Stella and Nancy, but Susie signals them to leave. Bernice and her friends get into the car and finally feel like they can breathe after being trapped for so long. However, Bernice wakes up in a strange place. The last thing she remembers is being in the car, but now she's in what looks like a garbage dump, surrounded by mannequins. Then, she recalls seeing a huge billboard and encountering some scary-looking people on her journey. She starts screaming and calling for help, saying she doesn't want to be imprisoned again. In Samurai City, celebrations are held, and children are playing as they watch Hero tied up, guarded by soldiers. After a while, the governor arrives with his loyal guards and many women dressed in military uniforms. The governor reflects on Hero's actions and commends his bravery, which has been the talk of the town since the bank robbery, during which many innocent people, including children, were killed. The governor unties Hero and hands him a suit rigged with explosives, telling him that his mission is to bring back his runaway daughter, Bernice. After Hero puts on the suit, the governor explains the mission, telling him that he needs to travel west to deal with a group called Justice who lives there. Outside Samurai City lies Ghostland, a vast wasteland inhabited by mutants and victims of the radioactive environment. The governor shows Hero a picture of Bernice and tells him to zip up the suit. Once zipped, the suit activates, and the governor explains that it's packed with explosives and will detonate if Hero mistreats Prince, tampers with the suit, or fails to save her within 5 days. The governor warns that there's a high chance Hero will die, but promises that if he returns with Bernice, he'll disarm the suit and let Hero live. With no other choice, Hero sets off on the highway leading to Ghostland to complete the mission. After a while, Hero sees a billboard, the same one that Prince and her friends saw when they escaped. Shortly after, they encounter a strange bus with a group of mutants dressed in something resembling prison uniforms. The driver, whose face is mostly disfigured, blinds Hero with a flashlight, causing him to crash into a rock. The accident injures Hero's arm, and he eventually loses consciousness. In his dreams, he sees nightmares of a celebration in the city, the boy who is standing in front of the gum machine, and people wearing strange masks. When Hero wakes up, he finds himself in Ghostland, held by a group called the Rust Men. They unbind him, and he runs. But soon after, Hero finds an injured girl who has also been captured. He asks her if she is Bernice, but she responds with no, and says that Bernice is her friend. After some time, they arrive at a strange area surrounded by destroyed places, garbage, and a tower with a clock on it. The people living there are dressed in strange clothes and seem to have been waiting for the two of them to arrive. A mysterious woman approaches, checks Hero's blood, and says that he is the one who will finally free them from their imprisonment. When Hero stands up, everyone gathers around him, and a judge named Enoch steps forward. He tells Hero that no one has ever escaped from here, and those who tried were killed by the group called Justice. He then asks Hero what brought him there, and Hero replies that he's looking for a certain girl. When they see a picture of Bernice, one of them says he saw her hiding among the mannequins. Hero heads to the place they mentioned and finds Prince there, but she doesn't respond to him. It becomes clear she's in shock after the car accident she was involved in. Enoch tells Hero that the ghosts come to kill the girls and take them away, which is why they hide among the mannequins. Hearing this, Hero isn't surprised, and all that matters to him is completing his mission. He shows Bernice a picture of herself with her grandfather and tries to convince her to return with him. As Hero is fueling up his car and leaving the area, he removes the mannequin mask from Prince's face and asks her to disable the suit. It turns out that the governor programmed the suit to deactivate upon hearing Prince's voice. Unfortunately, Prince is still in shock and unable to speak, which is terrible timing for Hero. At that moment, Hiro accidentally triggers one of the explosives in the suit, and when it detonates, he loses consciousness. He slips into another nightmare, reliving the day he and his partner were heading to rob the bank. Afterward, a flashback to the scene where Psycho points his gun at the little boy. Hiro steps in to save the boy, but Psycho still shoots, hitting the gumball machine instead. Hiro tries to calm Psycho down, but things escalate as Psycho kills one of the guards while holding the boy. A firefight breaks out between both sides, and they take cover behind the glass windows. The police arrive and start shooting at Psycho, but a stray bullet hits a woman standing behind him with her daughter. In the present, Hiro realizes that the little girl is actually Bernice, whose mother was killed during the shootout, and the governor had adopted her. Understanding all this, Hiro apologizes to Bernice and promises to help her escape. Suddenly, thick smoke fills the air, and ghosts emerge from it. It's revealed that the mutated people are like zombies, feeding on human blood. They charge at Hiro, and just then, another bomb explodes from his suit, this time in his arm, causing him to lose consciousness again. The explosion scares off the zombies, and it also helps snap Bernice out of her shock. At this moment, it's revealed she isn't the governor's real granddaughter, but one of many orphaned girls he kept around him as servants. Hiro has another vision, seeing himself standing with many people in Ghostland. A woman approaches and tells him that this area was once a chemical plant run by the governor, where they conducted nuclear weapons tests. One day, a collision between a garbage truck from the plant and a prison bus caused a chemical nuclear explosion, which led to the area's contamination. As a result, the region was quarantined, and the people there became trapped. Eventually, most of the residents starved to death. She explains that Ghostland is isolated from the rest of the world, particularly Samurai City, which the corrupt governor rules. The woman then tells Hiro that no one has ever escaped this place alive, and that anyone who tried was killed by justice. When Hiro asks for directions, she understands his intentions and tells him that he can save everyone if he helps Bernice, as she believes Hiro has come to rescue her and that he has the power to free them all. When Hiro wakes up, he starts piecing together the connection between the mutants and Ghostland, realizing that they are the prisoners affected by the disaster that caused all this chaos. The clock tower and the destroyed buildings are the remnants of the city, and the people here are the souls of those who died. Hiro finally understands that Ghostland is a kingdom of the dead, as the woman had told him, and what allows him and Prince to enter this realm is that they are both half dead, Prince, due to the trauma caused by the governor's cruelty, and Hiro, because of his severe physical injuries. Hiro learns that Ghostland isn't a spiritual realm, but a place that traps lost souls, and he decides to save everyone. At that moment, the suit makes a beeping sound, signaling the countdown for the explosives. Realizing how dire the situation is, Bernice finally snaps out of her shock. She reaches for the device and speaks, which temporarily deactivates the explosives in Hiro's suit. The governor's men return with Estella, who had previously tried to escape with Prince. As punishment, the samurai Yasuchiro draws his sword and kills her. Meanwhile, Hiro gathers everyone and tells them what he saw in his dream. After rallying the townspeople to revolt against the governor, we cut to Samurai City, where a woman speaks with Yasuchiro, reminding him that the governor promised to free him if he followed orders. She asks if they should remain loyal to him or turn against him. Here, it's revealed that Yasuchiro's sister is one of the governor's granddaughters. Back in Ghostland, Hiro announces to everyone that they will leave the next day, but the people laugh at him. Enoch supports Hiro, saying they must all stand together. Hiro asks the Ratsman group to provide him with some tools, including a helmet and a weapon. Suddenly, they encounter the mutants, led by a burned man. Hiro recognizes the burned man as his old friend Psycho, who was one of the prisoners on the bus involved in the crash. During the disaster, the fire spread everywhere, and many of the prisoners were burned. Some turned into zombies due to the nuclear reaction, while others died from their injuries. Psycho suffered severe burns. Psycho asks Hiro why he abandoned him when the bus crashed, and Hiro explains that Psycho had lost control, becoming violent toward people, and Hiro lost hope in him when he saw Psycho killing innocent people during the bank robbery. With this misunderstanding cleared up, they reconcile. Psycho then tells Hiro that the governor is a tyrant who must be killed to guarantee their freedom, the governor giving one of his usual speeches, claiming he has maintained peace in the city. At that moment, Hiro and Prince arrive, and everyone is shocked. Hiro demands that the suit be removed, but the governor refuses and orders his men to kill the two. Hiro pretends to take Prince hostage, which causes Susie, who had gone mad due to the governor's cruel treatment, to sneak up on the guards. She grabs a machine gun and kills most of the governor's men who supported his tyranny. Sadly, she is shot in the process. Meanwhile, Hiro fights the remaining men alone, using the weapons the Ratsman gave him. It's clear that Hiro is athletic and skilled in karate as well. On the other side, Bernice tries to help Susie, attempting to take her to safety. The guards chase after them, but fortunately, one of the samurai saves them. After Hiro and Yasuchiro defeat the guards, the two face each other in battle. At first, Yasuchiro has the upper hand, especially since Hiro is already injured from the explosives in his suit. After a brief pause, the two throw down their weapons as if to rest, but it turns out to be a trick by Yasuchiro. He grabs his weapon again and attacks Hiro, but Hiro, expecting this move, picks up a sword from the ground and kills Yasuchiro. At this point, the governor approaches Susie to apologize, but she suddenly grabs the key to Hiro's suit from around the governor's neck. As the governor stands there, Prince takes her revenge and shoots him, putting an end to his reign of tyranny. Hiro then takes the key from Susie and deactivates the suit. After the governor is finally killed, a child dressed in a crow-like outfit running to Ghostland to deliver the news. Everyone there rejoices, celebrating that they are finally free from the governor's control. As they celebrate, the clock tower collapses and the screen fades to black. Hiro, Bernice, and Susie are sitting at the bus station in Samurai City, while the rest of the people go back to living their normal lives. At that moment, Hiro remarks that one day, Samurai City will become a really beautiful place. The movie ends. If you liked the video, subscribe to the channel and activate the notification button to see new videos. See ya!